is spotlighting one of the top dermatologists in the nation. His name is Dr. Timothy Jochen. He's got a large practice with offices all over Southern California, and you've probably seen him on television as well. Congratulations on your successful practice. It's the largest one in the area.
Thank you. We love what we do here.
I heard you're writing a book about the science of beauty. Can you share some of that with us?
Of course. You know, one of the things that I find fascinating about cosmetic surgery is what makes people beautiful. And you know, I'm getting older now, and so I'm always wondering, well, why am I looking older? What's different? And so it's fascinating to me to find out what makes people beautiful. And there are several factors that make people beautiful. First of all, we have symmetry. You know, one side of your face looks like the other side of your face. And the thing that's interesting is that we're programmed to, well, one of the things that's super interesting is that everyone says that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But in reality, it's cross-cultural. So there are scientific studies where they've taken a beautiful face and they've shown it to people in the Americas, into Africa, into Asia, into different continents. And people from all over the world will pick the same face as beautiful.
Because it's symmetrical.
Not necessarily because of that, but we can pick out the same face that's beautiful, whether it's African, Asian, Caucasian, across different continents. But you can also pick out which monkey is the most attractive. So people from different parts of the world, there's just one form of beauty that we all, it's not in the eye of the beholder. It's really a standard across all cultures. A universal standard. A universal standard of beauty. Well, some of the things that make a person universally beautiful is, first of all, having symmetry of the face. One side looks like the other. Another thing that they say is averageness. So what you can do is you can take a group of beautiful people and you average their faces and make a composite face, and that's more beautiful than each one individually. And it doesn't matter whether they're beautiful faces or whether they're less attractive people, like more average-looking people. The most average face of all the averages is more beautiful. And the reason that they say that this is so important is because it's really because we're programmed to procreate, and so we're looking for good genetic material in another person. So, you know, finding a beautiful person is a sign of having better genes, in theory. That's what scientists believe now, is that, you know, beauty is a sign that you have better genes, which I think is fascinating.
I know we talk about self-esteem, and sometimes people say, well, why don't you just work on being happy from the inside? And a lot of people really are truly happy, but sometimes they're just not happy with what they see in the mirror or what they see on their body. So can you talk about self-esteem and how certain procedures can really boost it?
You know, this is such a difficult topic because, you know, beauty is such a personal thing for each of us and in our society. And, you know, people talk about how this industry is very superficial and shallow, but really, when you get down to it, I think all of us want to look our best. And just having minimally invasive procedures oftentimes can make us feel so much better. And it really warms my heart when I have patients that come back and say that this procedure has really changed their life in some way. It may seem minor to the rest of the population, but to each individual it can be life-changing and transforming. And that's one of the things that gets me up every day and gets me excited to come into work.
Well, for instance, I know a woman who probably was in her mid to late 50s. Her eyelids had really started to sag, and she always looked tired. And then I saw her not too long ago, and she had had a brow lift or some sort of eye lift. And now she looks so much younger. She looks awake. She looks happy. She's still the same person on the inside, but now her outside is projecting how she truly feels. And I use her as an example of like, wow, you know, she didn't have to necessarily get it, but now that she did, she just looks happier. And she probably feels better about herself too.
Right, and I do see that in my patients. They come back and they've changed their hairstyle after they've had a procedure done, or they've gotten a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend, and you know, it can really change the way they carry themselves. Their posture's a little bit better, and they just really feel a lot better about themselves. So it really can transform the way a person feels about themselves.
Well, there you have it. Another successful health report with Dr. Timothy Jochen of Contour Dermatology. Here's to you looking and feeling your best.